Hello, everybody. It's kind of a awkward angle here. It is yucky and wet and cold outside, and I know a lot of people are hurting more than normal. All our chronic pain sufferers. Hello, Melanie. I'm pretty good. How are you, sweetheart? Hey, Tori. Greetings from Arkansas. It's nasty weather there too. Hey, Papa Red, you sweet thing. Hey, Christy. Yeah, Christy, I decided to jump on over here. There's too much going on, so much negativity. So, thanks for coming over here, Christy. Hey, Mom of Three Boys. Hey, Amber. Hey, Life Happens. Hey, Diane. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Tori. What am I up to? I'm in this really cute little coffee shop, not too far from my house, called New World Cafe. I just met with a friend of mine, and we had some coffee and cookies and talked. Hey, Rebecca. And I was trying to catch up a little bit on what's going on because it just seems like total chaos in the world, total chaos mirrored back in YouTube, and it's just overwhelming. So I wanted to come on and talk a little bit. I hope I'm not too loud in here. I asked the people next to me, I said they were so cute. They're this like young couple, and they were planning I guess Thanksgiving dinner, because she was saying, I want green beans, and he was saying, oh, let's do peas or Brussels sprouts, and she was like, I hate them. They were cute, but I hope I'm not bothering them. Can you all hear me okay? Hug your voice even tighter tonight. Exactly. I don't really want to talk about that news that I just found out, because it's been told to me that he wants privacy, and when he's ready to talk about the details, if he's ever ready, all I want to do is let him know, not that he watches my stream or anything, but my heart is broken, and there's just no words at times like this except that my prayers are with him. You know, the child is in a wonderful place. You know, we are the ones who, I remember when I was doing my grief counseling training, and you know, the way of saying you lost somebody, that you lost a child, you lost a mother, a friend, whatever it is, meaning they passed on. I remember her saying, and this was somebody who lost their child, she said, we are the ones who are lost. We know exactly where our loved ones are. We are the ones who are lost without them. And I thought that was such a true statement. I didn't hear that told, and I was going to do a video asking for prayers. I'm glad I didn't. And then people would hate on me. Well, I'm glad I didn't either, Rebecca. You're not alone. And I don't know if you're getting more hate than normal, Rebecca, but please, y'all, don't do that. Rebecca is an angel, and her motives are always pure. The jigger strikes again. I know, Jillian. Well, I tell you what I saw right when my girlfriend left. I, checked on my activity where it says what's new, and I saw something come up that said that and had her name next to it, but then it was gone. So I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? And then I heard from Rebecca. So, and then I was on Katie's stream for just a second and saw that, he absolutely does not want this to be a public issue right now. So I know, Melanie, you have a 15-year-old son. Hey, Becca, MS Fighter, you were in there. Where were you? Are you talking about TT stream when she said that? What an idiot. More than an idiot. And what I want to talk today, I did just want to say hi and let you all know what was going on with me and my crazy foot. But talk about the bigger picture, because I truly believe, and this is if I was not involved in any way personally with the situation. You were, Becca? Gosh. What happened? Did she say it and everybody told her to shut up and she deleted it real quick? Is that what happened? Hey, Misha. Yes, a Christian pamphlet in the mail, and of course I didn't have a return address on it, but it was from Jacksonville, Florida. That's just take it in stride, Rebecca. Just take it for what it is. You have a little extra piece of literature. She looked like an absolute fool. She was trying so hard to cry. Oh. Anyway, what I was saying is, even if I was not involved personally with her constantly doxing me, constantly talking about me, constantly mimicking me, and I don't mean like making fun of me. I just heard somebody, I mean, this is very trivial, but somebody sent me a clip of her saying, oh, hi there, Jillian, hi, love, which I don't want to be like so stupid and juvenile, be like, I take credit for that, that's what I say, but she obviously watches me, and she obviously takes a lot of note. How's the foot? I'm going to tell you in just a minute. I don't know if I had my hand over the mic there, but I was talking about how she said, oh, hi, love, like she's trying to be me, but she ain't me. No, I'm just kidding, but I take it as flattery, you know. She obviously watches what I do and wants to incorporate some of the things I do in her life. So, you know, what can I say? Okay, Becca's MS Fighter says, no bunny came in and said if it wasn't his son that passed away, he asked for it not to be public, so I'm begging you to stop and be careful. And she said, okay, I'll delete it and just quit. Hey, Jen. Well, thank God she did that. But, you know, she has a sick obsession of you, Marla. That's very scary, kind of like the movie Single White Female. You know, I didn't believe that at first. Several people were saying that. But these little things, it slips out. You know what I mean? Robin, I'm having a really good day. I'm hurting today, but I was just talking with my friend, and she said to claim God's healing promises and to not say, you know, I should turn that around and say, I'm going to be healed. God's in the process of healing me. Marla, I want everyone to know this, please. What's that, Misha? Did you say it and I missed it? So that bad Bobby that was in the stream, it was just an MFW stream, is using my daughter's pic. Oh no. Well, if y'all see them, y'all, I can't make anybody a mod because my computer's being worked on. And I don't think I have any mods in here, so I can delete people though. If they come again, let me know, and I'll try to keep an eye out and I'll delete them. Okay, Misha? I'm sorry that's happening. That's, you know, but it's happening all over. It is happening everywhere. And what I want to say is, thank you, Melanie. I know Sweet Bee, she is on my prayer list too. She is such a trooper. I spelled that woe wrong. That is Beeb's cat doing that. Uber. Hey, Uber. Using the picture of Misha's daughter. Uber, I would love for you to be a mod for me if you'd like to, but I can't mod anybody right now. I'm blocked. Please, someone help. They have been doing this. My daughter is on life support or online support. Did you mean line or life? Oh my, I am so sorry, y'all. Like I'm saying, there is so much disease and sickness and hate and jealousy and just pure evil in this world. Hi, Marine Mom. Oh, there's Jillian. Jillian, the person that has Misha's daughter as her pick, Bad Bobby, I think is what the person's name is. I'll let you know. Thanks for being here, Jillian. Misha, did you say your daughter is on life support? I'm so sorry. Her brain doesn't automatically breathe when sleeping. Oh my goodness, Misha. I'm so sorry. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Hey, Barbara Hershey, there's just so much pain. I mean, literal pain and emotional pain. We live in a dark world a lot of times, and we have got to either be the presence of light, or we are siding with and adding to the evil and destruction that is in this world. I know I'm sounding kind of preachy, but there's just too much going on to deny it. Okay, Misha. Prayers for Misha's daughter, prayers for people who have lost family members, especially children, prayers for our sweet bee. Yes, thank you, Becca. That's who to look for, Jillian. Well, Misha, I know that it's sickening and it's disgusting and it's the cruelest, stupidest, most immature thing somebody can do. But you the only actual power that they have is what you give it. Unless that person is doing more than just, trying to be that, get attention, obviously. There's so much sadness, sickness in the world. Instead of fighting with each other, we should be praying for each other. Exactly, Leanne spells. And it's hard. It is very hard. Your beautiful daughter is having surgery tomorrow, and I'm scared to death, says Crazy Cat Lady. There's just so much. It's everywhere. It's on the TV. It's out in the world. It's overseas. It's in our own families. It's in my own life personally. I just feel, plus it's, a cold, dark night, and we're losing so much daylight. It just seems like the presence of evil is so strong. So if you have made the decision to not be that way and to not support that, we have to actively go against it. And I'm talking to myself. Like I said, I was sent that little clip of Trisha saying, "Hello, love," in her little fake voice. And, that's fine. Fakeness is not evil. But the continuation of what she is doing and saying and being is evil. And I can give tons and tons and tons of accounts of that, or proof of that. I don't need to go into all that, because all I think that does is spread it again and open it up again. But I know that in our community, I hate using that kind of terminology, but for the people who actively acknowledge that she is evil, that the presence of evil is coming out of her, and she's getting a bigger and bigger platform to which to spread it and to receive it. People that she thinks that, what did she say? This was another thing that was sent to me, that she's been watched 3.5 million minutes or something. So surely, if people don't like me, then how was I watched that many times? People are not watching you because they like you. They're watching you because they hate you. So it is a mutual putting out of evil and receiving of evil, back and forth. And I just think it's dangerous and it's wrong. Hey, Patricia. I am being preachy, Patricia. I just have something on my heart. I'm preaching to myself, Patricia, because I want this to stop, and I'm very saddened by what is going on. But what I'm saying, all of this to say that us as the people who acknowledge that, there is right and wrong, I guess you should say, cannot indulge in spreading lies and spreading hate. And I know that it's tempting when you don't like somebody. Hey, Miss Christie 74. When you don't like somebody, hey, Donna, and you hear something bad about them, it's very tempting to believe it and to spread it. You know what I'm saying? I've done it. I'm not going to say that I won't do it again, but I think it's wrong, and I want you all to hold me accountable for that. And I just want to come out and say that that is not right. That's not something I support. Just because I do not like Trisha, I do not like her on a personal level. I do think that she has a presence of evil that she's actually on a platform spreading. I do believe that actively. So I don't want to support that, but I'm not going to take any little bit of drama or rumors that I hear about her and spread them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Thank you, Melanie. So that's the only preachy part I want to say, that we need to stand in stark difference to what is wrong, what is bad, what we don't like about what these people are doing. And there's only a handful of them, thankfully, but what these people are doing that we don't like, that we think is wrong. We, as the people who are calling out the wrongness, can't be just as bad as they are. Does that make sense? Or do you all agree with that? Oh, thank you, Patricia. That's okay. I like people to call me out and to say, look, this is, I don't know who you think you are. I'm fine with that. Oh, thank you, New Horizons. I tell you what, let me show you how classy I am. Here's my new boot that I got. Real classy, huh? Christina Carolina says, well, I won't ever disclose the conversations I had with her. Personal shit, but I'm just done walking away unscathed. Good for you, Christy. Talk about classy. That's what I mean. And Miss De La Rue, are you in here? Same thing. There she is. Hey, Miss De La Rue. You got a close friend of me, Christy. Christy, people just sing your praises, honey. Anybody who's gotten to know you personally sure does say a lot of great things about you. So you should be very proud of that. Well, let me tell you real quickly what I talked about with my friend today, what I talked about with my surgeon yesterday, and then just kind of catch up with y'all. Well, I kind of had a sob story the other night with my friends that came over to eat the shrimp and grits, and I was feeling so bad about missing Thanksgiving and Christmas possibly because I wouldn't be able to walk and I can't drive now and, do a lot of things. But she said to just look at it in a different way, that this might be the beginning of something really good. Like if the doctor can actually fix my foot and really to stand. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I am a Christian, although I have respect and interest in all world religions. And I sort of consider myself a Catholic, Pentecostal, Hindu, Buddhist. So I like a lot from all of those different religions. But anyway, to turn my negativity around and my fear, which is not of God, and claim the promises of healing. So let me show you what she brought to me today. So cool. Yeah, Christy, you're a classy chick, honey. When there's Tamara, I was just talking about you, Tamara. I was saying, Tamara, that everybody who has gotten to know Christy on a personal level just sings her praises. And the fact that she just said, she probably knows Trisha better than anybody in here personally. And she said, I'm not going to reveal any of the things that she's told me personally. That's a classy bitch right there. There is just so much yuckiness. And all the things that she says about being watched so many times and you love me and how pretty are my teeth and what was it that she did? Okay, let's get this over with. All of that false sense of security and love and popularity. It's all just a broken heart. It's all based on insecurity and a fake self of worth. A fake self-worth. So it's sad. It's sickening. Oh, Tamara says Christy doesn't even reveal to her. I don't pressure her. I know it hurts her. And New Horizons too. She's done the same thing. She's been very close with Trisha. Hasn't talked bad about her other than to just comment like we do. But Hasn't revealed anything deeper than that. Exactly, Marine Mom. Beautiful statement. We've all been so blessed because of Trisha. True friendships and true love like it should be. Fuck all y'all truthfully Trisha. That's funny. Oh, and another thing I thought was so, just one statement is so telling. What she says constantly throughout every stream, look me up on Twitter, whatever her Twitter handle is, and on Instagram or whatever she's on. And then she says, and she might say this for Instagram too, but she says, and on Facebook, because I knew Crystal said she used to have like 6 different Facebooks, but anyway, she said, and look me up on Facebook at Truthfully Trish, what's it called? I wrote it down. Official, at Truthfully Trish Official, which is what and it also says public figure in wherever she lives. I can't remember the actual what she said, where it is that she says, Jacksonville or whatever. Public figure at so and so beach. Yeah, I don't think so either. New Horizons. I don't care if it is, but when somebody has official by their name, like I know Amy Slayton had gotten it because so many people were replicating her. But it's something that celebrities get because obviously they have a lot of people replicating them. So they get that little red check by their name. You know what I'm talking about? I think it's on Facebook and it's on Instagram, I think. So that you're talking to the real one. Well, God bless her. She just created her own. She created her own public figure status and her own official status, and that just shows what she is craving and what she's trying to stand on. And when you build your house on sand, it'll be washed away. Boy, I really am getting preachy, aren't I? Hey, Sesame Son. Hi. I was just thinking about you and saying I hadn't heard from you in forever. I hope you're doing okay. But just, I don't want to go into specifics, but anybody who follows what's going on knows what I'm talking about. The false accusations of Sesame Son, for example. I just got a text. I have a prescription ready. Gosh, so many. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you about my foot in a minute. Satan has to take a horse tranquilizer when she gets out of bed. Oh, I know, Marine Mom. That's like that. I guess Diane said that. I mean, we laugh about it and could joke about it, and I'm so glad we have each other to support each other, but it's sad. Oh, Sesame knows about your daughter too, Misha. Everybody, please pray for Misha's daughter. Oh, thank you. This is my rain gear. It is chilly outside. I'm so glad to be cold, though. Y'all know how I sweat. God, it's disgusting. Thank you, Uber Goober. Yeah, shells of Ireland. Yeah, bye, bitch. I understand, Sesame. It has been off the charts. And I understand how I've been in a position where you're live streaming with somebody and maybe they say something you don't agree with or you think is wrong or even as far as to say immoral or shouldn't be said. And I need to have the balls and the character to stand up and say, even though I don't like that person, what you're doing and what you're saying is wrong. We can't go spreading lies and hate like that. We have to stand in contrast to what we're saying we don't like. So I'm being very broad. I'm not, of course, using any names because I'm a part of everything I'm saying too. But do you all understand what I'm saying? It's just not right. And of course, anybody looking from the outside is going to be like, well, they're just as bad as she is, that don't know the true ins and outs of what all has gone on. Spread love, not hate. That's basically all I'm trying to say, Tori. Thank you so much. But let me show you real quick, thank you, Christy, what my friend gave me. And I want to give you her website. because she's really neat. So I'm going to flip this camera around real quick. So she brought it here in this card. I can do this with one hand here. Thank you, artist. Artist, I'd love to meet you sometime too. I know you're not too far away. How are you feeling, by the way, artist? Are you feeling any better? I was talking, I think I mentioned this other day, can't remember if I was on live stream or not, but about, no, I don't think I was, about medical marijuana. And gosh, I don't know how you feel about that. Amanda and Christy, you're in South Carolina though, aren't you, sweetie? But man, there are so many people who have what I have and have messaged me personally and said that they were on all kinds of narcotics or different types of medication, and they were either able to totally reduce them or cut them out completely by using medical marijuana. I mean, I know I looked up all the different states. Yeah, that would be great. Marla, do you think they'll ever legalize medical marijuana? I want it. We need it seriously. Yes, I do. I do, Christy. And Christy, are you in South Carolina, honey? Or are you in North Carolina? I do. Oops. Sorry, I didn't know if y'all could hear that. That was my phone. I do, because I think that the evidence is too strong not to. And, you know, the South seems to be the slowest to adopt a lot of things, unfortunately. But, yes, I think all states will eventually, but I need it now. You know what I'm saying? I need it now. Charleston, okay. Wow, I want to go there, Christy. I've got a lot of friends that went to the College of Charleston. I mean, like half my graduating class, and some still live there. But anyway, I guess Georgia is one of the closest states to me that is legal, but it's not legal for everybody. I think it said it was legal for 6 different conditions. 6. And guess what one of them is? Peripheral neuropathy, which I have, you know, a stack of papers this big that prove that I have severe, off the charts peripheral neuropathy. It does, Amanda? I've heard that. You know, I'm sure I could get it illegally. As a matter of fact, I know I could, but obviously I don't want to go down that road. And I am on Suboxone, and they drug test me, so that's a no-no. I can't do it. But, so it sounds like either Georgia or Delaware are my closest states. And I am serious about trying to move there. My uncle's moving to Delaware for that reason. I have all my mother's side of the family is in Maryland, and they're still working on, I think it's technically legal, but they don't have any to dispense yet, because it has to come out of Maryland dispensaries, and it's a mess. And he has a daughter with Rett syndrome, which is horrific, just absolutely. I can't even go into how terrible it is. Plus, he has Lyme's disease. So he's literally moving to Delaware for that reason. I know, Christy. Christy says exactly, Marla. They just need to legalize it already. I would gladly give up my pain medications. I've heard it does wonders for CRPS. Yes, all kinds of nerve issues it does well for. So, anyway, let me show you what she got me. First of all, this card, which was everything, so freaking cute. And she doesn't even know that I am obsessed with Chanel. I have worn Chanel number 5 since I was, little. I would sneak it from people, and every time we went to like the mall or department store, I would always put some on. Actually, I would put so much on that I would my family wouldn't walk by me anymore. But this card says, keep your heels, head, and standards high, Coco Chanel. Don't you love that? I can't do the high heels, but maybe after I get a fixed foot. No, just kidding. I'll never be able to wear high heels again. That ship has sailed for me. Anyway, I want to read you what she said because this is just where my heart is right now. It says, "Greetings, Marla. So happy to hear that you have a foundation of Jesus in your heart. That is what you will stand on to receive your healing. Step back from all the static chatter in your life that brings no merit to your being." Isn't that beautiful? Let me read that again. Step back from all the static chatter in your life that brings no merit to your being. You will need to give Jesus some quality face time if you're asking for his healing, which means reading the Bible, studying, praying, and he will hear your prayers. You are blessed and surrounded by love, Sorella. And this is what she makes. Oh, I'm sure, Becca. It's an addiction. And by the way, a good sign that you're addicted to something is when you compare it to other things and say it's not that bad. I learned that in rehab day one. And it was funny because this was an example given where alcoholics will say, well, at least I don't shoot heroin. And the heroines would say, well, at least I don't do meth. And the meth addicts would say, well, at least I'm not, drinking and driving. So everybody says what everybody else is doing is worse than what they are. And how many times have you heard her say, well, at least I'm not out drinking. At least I'm not at the bars. At least I'm not cheating on my husband. Well, that does not mean that you do not have an addiction, sweetheart. As a matter of fact, it's a sign, a really good sign when you're justifying it that it's not as bad as something else. Anyway, guys, look at this beautiful. It's a prayer square that she puts into her big quilts, and this is all about healing. These are the different Bible verses that claim healing, and I think there's 12 of them. 10. Beautiful, beautiful healing scripture. And what Sorella says is that she believes in saying it out loud. To actually repeat these things, say them to yourself. I was going to do that in here. People already think I'm crazy. Just quietly to yourself or loudly sing them in the shower, whatever you want to do. But the power of speaking your truth out loud. So I'm going to try to do that. And she said also to hold it, to keep it near you, to actually kind of feel these words. So I'm going to sleep with it close to me and just hold it, at different times, maybe when I'm reading or praying or something. So I thought that was really beautiful. And of course, the other side is whatever print you want, if you wanted to pick something out. But if y'all are interested, or you want to go look at her website, most of the things she makes are small quilts, like 60 by 60 quilts. And she's on Etsy. Her how to look her up is Under His Word. And she's working on a website. I don't know if this is up yet, and I don't think you can order from this website, she said, but at least you can see all her quilts, which is www.underhisword.com. But if you wanted to if you by any chance wanted anything from her, you can always, email me or text me or whatever, get in touch with me somehow. And she's right across the street from me. So, what the hell, Angel? What the fuck are you talking about? Don't you dare spread that vicious lie about me. Let's see what's going on here. Let me go back. What did Angel say? Oh, Angel Eyes. I've heard of that person. Angel Eyes, you are not welcome here. I am sorry, Christy. I don't know what was said, but yeah, please block Angel Eyes, Jillian. I know that name, Angel Eyes. I think they said something really evil somewhere else. Sorry, I was covering that up. Wasn't that interesting? We are spreading the word of God, and we've got the presence of evil. Now, those of you who believe in the devil know what that is. Devil is troll. Talk about the ultimate troll. Trolling right behind. Yeah. No good. Yep, by non-angel eyes, exactly. Anyway, I thought that was really beautiful, guys. She makes these for a lot of sick people. She mails them out. She packages them up really beautifully, steams them, and packages them up for people if you wanted one mailed to you. But once again, it's underhisword.com or it's under his word on Etsy. Oh gosh, I would love to make some more of y'all mods, but I don't know why. I mean, that's terrible. For those who live stream only on their phones, how are they able to do that? Your nurse is here. I hope you're okay, Tori. Thank you for being here. Oh, Barbara Hersher, this is the first time I've participated in a chat. I'm kind of a newbie. Thank you for making me feel welcome. You are very welcome here. Barbara, you are gorgeous too, from what I can see from your picture. Oh, and gosh, just things keep popping in my head. It's not even worth talking about, but people who say that everything's an accident, no. There's very few things that are an accident. Let me tell you what my stupid ass did today that I said was an accident. That was, you know, I guess you could call it an accident. It was absolutely stupid. So what the deal is about my surgery, I put it on Twitter, but those of you who aren't a big Twitter person or don't follow me, so I met with am I related to Jay Leno? Yep, I sure am. Got my chin. He's my uncle's brother-in-law's sister. Uber said, that's funny, Marla. Accident. That's like grunting real hard and farting and saying, oops, accident. Yep. But she said something like, she accidentally filmed her family fighting. She accidentally... Oh, thank you, Mod Frickers. Yeah, well, you know, I've got a lot of security and other things that aren't physical, so I appreciate that. You should get some worth that's not just physical. But you know, a lot of people think I'm pretty, so I get a lot of compliments, so I don't feel too bad. Plus, I get a nice Christmas gift every year from my Uncle Jay Leno. Anyway, yeah, accidentally slipped. She got shut down for accidentally slipping a nipple. Okay. Okay, yes, we will do that, Nanette. That's a great idea. Uber, my mom called me one day and said, okay, I'm officially old. I bent over and fluffed. Yep, happens when you get older, huh? Why is that? Okay. Oh, that's that Bad Bobby. Bad Bobby, is that a picture of Misha's daughter that you're using? If so, you need to get the hell out of here. Thank you, Marine Mom. I don't know. I think that I've never noticed I had a pointy chin, but I kind of do. But you know what it is? It's because I've gained weight. My face gets like kind of pudgy, and because I'm trying to go on a diet. We'll see how well that works. I'm just so concerned because I'm gonna have to be still for so long after my surgery. That's what's bothering me, but that's okay. I'm gonna be positive about it. I'm gonna take control, and darn it, if I could get off some of this medication, that would certainly help me lose some weight. Thank you, Jillian. The Other Side of Life. Everybody subscribe to The Other Side of Life. Thank you, Patricia. Yeah, that doesn't bother me. When people make fun of physical characteristics, doesn't bother me a bit. Is Marine quilter. He started quilting after he retired from the USMC to help him deal with his trauma. Oh, cool. Look up Marine quilter. I will. That's so neat. Yeah, they're out in droves everywhere. New Horizon. They're out in droves in the real world and on YouTube. Oh, John Stamos, I pity you for thinking that and for coming in somebody's chat and saying that. You have no idea what's going on in his head or his heart. So please block John Stamos. You're an idiot. Oh, okay, Deborah Tyson. I'm not on Twitter a whole lot, but I'll look, Deborah. I know, right? What the fuck exactly, New Horizon? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, about my surgery. So, I saw the surgeon yesterday, and let me ask your advice on this. So, I have, have been to zillions of doctors over this whole issue that I'm having, and just, my neuropathy, CMT in general, even being diagnosed took 5 years, and then just tons and tons and tons. So I know good doctors and I know bad doctors, and most of them honestly are bad. So I've tried to really narrow down some good doctors. Tamara says, Donna, my parents have collected Harley t-shirts for decades from wherever they traveled on a bike. Oh, that's cool. Take my coat off of it. I'm actually getting a little bit hot. Hang on just a second, guys. Okay, so, so they made a huge quilt out of it. That's cool, Tamara. I wish I was good at that. My mother made all of our clothes and my dad's clothes when we were growing up. She's like a master seamstress, but she doesn't do it anymore that she's older. It's hard to see and you need a special room and everything, but I know I hate rude people too. So this one doctor, my orthopedic surgeon, I loved him. I've met with him 3 times and he was kind and wonderful. He's the one who referred me to that pain specialist who wouldn't even see me, said he couldn't help me. But the reason he did is because he sat down and listened to my story, and he was just kind. I really liked him. Well, when I saw him yesterday, he was kind of rude. He cut me off. He had his back to me the whole time. He walked in the room and he said, so when's the last time I've seen you? Like, dude, my chart is right in front of you. You think I can keep up with all that? So, he was just sort of short. I was starting to tell him what happened with that pain specialist, what he said to me and what his nurse said to me, and how he wouldn't see me. And he said, okay, we need to narrow this conversation down or narrow it in. No, Christy, it's not, honey, and I don't give a damn if it is. Absolutely not, Christy. No, they're just out in droves. Yeah, I usually don't have this many, but it is not because of you. And if it was for some reason, I wouldn't care. Don't worry about that at all. I'm just ignoring them. What is this channel for? It's for anything and everything. A little bit of all the things that are important to me. Friends, cooking, a little bit of gardening when it gets warmer. That'd be fun. I know doctors annoy me too, Tamara. So you're a nurse. Tell me what I should do. Okay. So he wasn't horrible by any means, but he was very. He used the word amputation twice when talking about how serious this was, and that I need to take it very seriously, which I am. That if certain things happened, it got any deeper, that it would be amputation. I mean, that's a pretty frightening thing to hear. He took an x-ray and he went out and looked at it twice because he kept going like, well, let me look at the x-ray again. He came back, he asked me kind of like he was asking me what he thought I wanted to do. And I'm like, dude, if you're talking about freaking amputation, why don't you go ahead and tell me what I should do? You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, he's not been like this before, and it is going to be a major, major surgery. He said that. I'm going to have like 4 huge scars up and down my feet like that, and that's just for the first surgery. Yeah, Donna, but he's not usually like that. That's what I don't know if I should get a second opinion. He was my second opinion. Okay, he was actually my third opinion. All three of them said the exact same thing as far as what I needed. But I know, Jillian, it's really scary. So what he ended up doing is he said, okay, you got that active infection with the wound on your foot, which I wouldn't normally really want to open up your foot to try to rearrange all the backside of your foot. And he said the reason my foot broke is because I walk on the side of it. You know, my bones are stacking on top of each other, which is not a good thing. I don't want to go into all this depth. I mean, if you have questions, I'd be glad to answer them, but I don't want to bore you. So, that's what also created the wound. So I've got like a point on the side of my foot where my bones are collapsing, breaking, and coming out the side of my foot. So obviously I have a sore there. And that's where my Mr. Beautiful man that I'm going to marry, that's what he's treating. I'm seeing him tomorrow. So my orthopedic surgeon said that he wanted to get a CT scan, just one more verification of, I guess, where the bones are, where the infection is, where it's not. I guess that's what he wants from a CT scan. Because God knows I've had hundreds of x-rays, I've had 2 MRIs, and now a CT scan on this one foot. So I'm going to do that tomorrow right before I go to my wound doctor, and then I'm going to see him again on Monday. And what I said is I'm going to take somebody with me this time, most likely my mom, because she'll be the one coming to take care of me when all this happens, and see she was livid after I told her this, because she doesn't want anybody, the person who did my back surgery this summer was not a good surgeon, was not a good doctor, and I just wanted it done because I wanted to be out of pain, and anybody who's with me this summer knows how horrible that was. Actually, I didn't do videos during that time, but just trust me, it was terrible. And then I had Trisha trying to take me to court on top of it and spreading lies and hate, and it was awful. So what I thought I'd do is I'd give him one more time and see if he acted the same way as he did before. Then I'm going to have to find another surgeon, I think, because I don't want any mistakes to be made, and then for me to say, well, I had a bad feeling about him anyway, you know what I mean? I think women especially do that. We go by feeling a lot, but I certainly don't. You don't want to mess up your foot. Oh, yeah, Tamara, it wasn't like, it was more of a cautionary. It was like, we need to take this very seriously because it could lead to amputation. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've been told that before in different situations. The same thing happened when I had another wound, Tamara, I'm sure you don't know this, but I had another wound on the bottom of my foot that went down to the bone. It took 18 months to heal. They said the same thing about that. So it's not something that I'm unused to hearing. Oh, Growlis? Huh. Gabapentin doesn't make me loopy, not as loopy anymore. Well, maybe it does. I'll have to ask Christy. Sometimes I don't think I'm acting loopy, but people tell me I am. So I'll ask about that because I take like 5,000 milligrams of gabapentin. I know that sounds outrageous, but I do. Oh, thank you, New Horizons. So when I meet with him on Monday, obviously, do you all agree with me if he's acting the same way that I should probably go somewhere else? But this, I need to get it done ASAP. Or should I just say, look, he's a good surgeon, regardless of his personality? I don't know what to do. I was so mad that he didn't have the great personality that he had. And everybody's allowed to have a bad day. Now, my mother, who was in the medical profession for her whole life, said, no, I don't care if you had a bad day or you had an argument with whoever. When you're a medical professional, you shouldn't act that way. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Christy says it's not supposed to have many negative side effects as regular one, even weight gain. Oh, well, I'll definitely write that down. Let me write it down right now. Christy, you got my attention with that. Growlers. Let me write that down. Christy, yeah, we got a lot in common. Christy, what do you think the medicine is that you take that has the worst side effects on you? Curious. 55 pounds in a year. Christy, I gained 50 pounds in 4 months when I started on it. But it wasn't just that. It was several different things I was taking, along with the Suboxone made me gain a lot of weight too. I gained 50 pounds in 4 freaking months. It makes you feel horrible, doesn't it, Amanda? I can't fit into any of my clothes, and I try to be as graceful about it as possible because nobody wants to hear all the time, I'm fat, I want to lose weight, you know. Amanda, you've gained almost 70 pounds in the past 2 years. Yep. I mean, I know some of it is, I'm not going to the gym all the time, but go by your total doctor experience, not a single day. Also, who were you referred to by, and do you trust in them? That's a great, Todd. I love you, Todd. Can you come stay with me, Todd? That's awesome advice to go. I mean, that's probably true for anybody, right? But the person who referred me to him didn't know him personally as a surgeon. They just knew my insurance and who I need to be referred to, if that makes sense. What is Suboxone for, and what is it for your illness? Sorry, just tuned in. Have no idea what the stream is about. That's okay, Tom. Just talking about life, and the reason I take Suboxone is for pain, and it's because I got addicted to pain meds, and I don't really want to take them on a regular basis. I certainly could take them for surgery and that sort of thing, but I'm taking them for pain maintenance, and it helps a lot. You do, Christy? Oh, I know, honey. I know. I saw some. I don't want to tell you anything you probably don't already know. Ketamine is a joke. No, I've heard people talk about them, though. No, Todd, he hasn't. He's never done surgery on me before. The only surgery I had besides when I broke my leg in high school was that back surgery I had from the pain doctor and the spinal cord stimulator, and that's why I'm not going back to that doctor or that whole practice. I asked him after it was done, I was willing to even give him a chance. And I said, so what else can we do? What are my other options? And she twice said to me, I don't know, and wasn't really willing to look it up or anything. So I said, peace. Yeah, Amanda, you're a doll. Hey, erotica writer. My sister had cancer and went to a medical university and she had 5 doctors. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. It works wonder for pain, Marta. Seriously, it really helps, but the infusions suck. I hallucinate so bad. It's an hour of utter hell. Are you, okay, what was it? I need to write that down. Ketamine? Oh, I thought you meant when you said it wasn't a joke. Is a joke. I read it wrong. I thought you said it is a joke. Ketamine injections. I'll have to look that up. I've asked about all kinds of things and different like nerve blocks, and they didn't say anything would work for me. Ketamine injections. Anyway, as far as the surgery, no, absolutely has to be done. It's exhausting. This is like a full-time job, but I just want to get your all's feedback. Erotica, Tamara says that's what we do. I tell patients it's like the best of each field all together, like a mega transformer, doctor. That's cool. How difficult will you be to find another surgeon quickly? Or are you still walking on your broken foot? Looking at you sternly. Todd, I have a boot. Said yes, the other doctor said no, so guess who I listened to? But I got a new cool boot, Todd, and I'm not walking a lot. You're funny. Wow. I will have to look that up, Christy. Christy, will you type your email in here for me? Or if you don't want other people to know, then don't do that. So that's where I am with all of that. Sorella just texted me. Oh, I love you, sweetheart. So, Marla, after the surgery, you will probably have a vac drainage in the area. Is that what that is? I even had a wound vac at one point in time. I mean, I've had everything you can think of. That was with my other wound on the bottom of my foot. It didn't work at all. Or I can send you my number if you send me a message on Twitter. Are you Christy in the Carolinas on Twitter, honey? That's what I'll do. Yeah, just exit out of YouTube and come back in. What's going on with Diane? How do we give more than one thumb? Oh, really? I didn't know that you could do that. Well, thank you, guys. Oh, Judge Jenny, I have. Thank you for acknowledging that. It took one day I'm going to tell my whole story. I might have to break it up in a couple sessions, and Christy, I know have quite a story to tell, and I wish you wouldn't be deterred. I know you've got a sensitive heart, and I wish that wouldn't deter you from telling your story, because lots of people would love to hear it. Isn't that funny? Todd said the same thing just as I was saying it. And if Todd says it's true, it's true. Oh, Erotica, you're so sweet. I would love a card from people. That would make me feel so good. I don't have a P.O. box, but I'd be glad to give anybody my address that, I trust. Where am I? I'm in my little local coffee shop called New World Cafe. Oops, I'm sitting in the back on this crazy couch configuration. I've been here all day, y'all, and I've got probably about 4 hours of paperwork ahead of me that I just made myself. I'm going to come here more often, because if you don't get distracted on YouTube and stuff, it'll make me stay and not get distracted on other things. That's what my hope is. Because, y'all, I hate paperwork. I would much rather plan a dinner party, come on YouTube, you know what I mean? I want to do stuff. Okay, Marla, Christy, let me write that down. Christy for Mickey. I remember seeing that one point in time, but I would never remember that. Man, I tell you what. Oh, you are too uber. Just love all these people that I've met. I know, Diane, don't I? I got the best people. But if I were Trisha and I was sitting here thinking, I've lost all these people, all my great subs, and all my great, I don't know about subs, but moderators. I've got Christy, who, the best friend I've ever had in my life, basically. I lost her. I mean, everybody knows how great Amanda was to her. Lost Miss De La Rue, who seemed so sweet. Tamara, all these people. It's like, at some point in time, do you not say, okay, maybe it's me, or is it always somebody else's fault, It's like, man, I would kind of think if everybody in here started to say, am I related to Jay Leno? I mean, if every third person said it. Christy is not a liar. Hey, Janice. Please take out JC 225. You come in here saying Christy is a liar? No, I don't think so. But you know what I mean? Like, if every third person started to say, damn, you should do something about your chin. Your chin is horrible. I might, after, let's say, I don't know, 6 months of it, I might say to myself, gosh, maybe my chin is kind of yucky, and either accept it or do something about it, But total denial, it's like, even though everybody is saying the same thing about you, I don't get it. I don't get it. Yes, Amanda, love, positively only, jigger-free. Sounds like recovery from a serious illness. Boy, that's true. Oh, Donna would love a card. It cost a bomb from the UK, but you're, oh, just to send a card? Damn. Um, oh, I know. Trisha's doxed me a million times, but let's see. Do I send a message through YouTube or personal message? Am I friends with you on Facebook? I can't remember, Donna. Marla Lisa on Facebook, or on Twitter, at Swami Ninja, but we have to be friends. Like, you have to send me a request. Or you can email me. It's Marla Stecky, which is STECKI 1978 at gmail.com. Any one of those ways is good. This darn Velcro keeps getting caught on this couch. Hey, sweetie, 2.0. Yeah, Jigger is Trisha, for anybody who doesn't know. I honestly don't know why she got that name, except that jiggers are about the worst thing you can get, right? They're like lice and ticks combined. I don't know, erotica. That's what I just said. I just picture, you know what a jigger is. There's little red things. That's a chigger. Well, I was thinking chigger, which is, you know. Tammy Wooten says, oh, Tammy, hey, honey, I love Trisha. I just really think she needs a friend. I try to build her up and not bring her down. She just really needs to put her mind to good use. I agree with you, Tammy, but she has had really good friends, Tammy. She's had many, many, many of them. Christy being one of them. Amanda, Makeup Amanda. I don't know anybody who would say that she wasn't a wonderful friend to her. Many friends. She had Miss De La Rue. She had Ruth. Does anybody remember what Ruth's last name was? Who talked to her personally on the phone and, gave her gifts and was a good role model for her. She's had many. And ask Christy. Tammy, I've tried for over a year and see where it got me. Tamara, many have genuinely tried. Tamara being another one. Yeah, she's not a good friend, but that doesn't even bother her. It's not even that she's not a good friend. It's that she got New Horizons right there. Another one who tried. So I think there's like 7 steps of acceptance when it comes to recovering from the jigger. First is denial, and then thinking acceptance, and oh, she just needs a new friend. So that's what most people think. They go through that same process. Yeah, Janice, I hope that's okay. Ruth was so good to her. Did Ruth have the last? Ruth Sessions. That's who it was. Ruth Sessions. You did too. That's right. Helen was a mod of hers. She tried too. So it's number one. If you don't want the help, it's not going to seek in. And I think that there's a true presence of an evil force that is being fed inside or around her. Y'all might disagree with that, but I've just seen too much. And I've actually, a few times in my life, I would say I've been up close and personal to what I would consider pure, true evil. And it was a lot of energy, and it was unmistakable, and it was frightening. When I tell my long story, I've been in some dark, dark places and around some dark, dark people. What did it say? Sorry, I'm distracted with the jigger losing her shit. That's new material for me. I love your material, Uber. I love it. What is she losing her shit on this time? I wish the best for her. She may have thrown me away like maggot-covered garbage, but that's on her. Well, you're not maggot-covered garbage, Christy. I've actually had maggot-covered garbage, so. Hey, Mama Bear. Then Shoot the Shit went into her site, and now I think Pam is starting to act like her. It is a view because that name Trisha brings a crowd. I think you're right, Mama Bear. Mama Bear, I wish you were in here earlier when I was talking about God's promises and the presence of evil and kind of what our role can be if we choose to be. Yeah, doesn't agree with her, kick you to the curb. That's how she treats the people in her real life, too. I'm just, you know what, I don't know if anybody knows or can tell me or has any clue, because I only see little tiny clips of her, usually people send me, but has anybody seen or heard or know if her daughter's okay? She's obviously not taking her to school anymore, but I just didn't know if, I mean, I'm sure she is. I know that CPS has their finger on that situation, but you did, Mama Bear. I'm sorry, you don't deserve that. They were supposed to be your friends. You stood by them through thick and thin. You don't deserve that. TT calls Pam her second mom. She should call her her first, because her mother wants nothing to do with her. That's it, Christy. Wait a minute. Yes, that's it. I'll look for it, sweetie. Hey, Christy, I understand. Oh, Todd said, Christina Carolina, one woman's trash is everyone else's treasure. Todd, I'm in freaking love with you. Sweetie, my foot is okay. I got a new boot, which honestly I should have gotten a long time. Y'all, I could talk for days about medical stuff, but I know y'all won't hear that. What makes me irritated is that's another thing. I talked about it earlier, sweetie. If you want to rewind, I don't want to bore everybody again, but I had asked for this boot. So I've had like 4 different things custom made for me by orthotists, the people that make fake legs and prosthetics. I guess their name are prostheticians. The last 2 that I've had were over, one was $800, one was over $1,000. I could not wear them for half a day. Didn't do me any good. This one was sitting there in the office. They were able to just give it to me. But I had to ask my doctor, because while, he's trying to figure out, he literally is trying to come up with a plan of what the best thing is to do. I said, so what am I supposed to do in the meantime? And, because I told him I couldn't wear the boots that were ordered or made for me, the casts and the different braces that were ordered or made for me, custom made for me. And he said, well, can I put you in a boot? And I said, sure, yeah, of course you can. And he comes and brings this thing out, which is, honest to God, the best thing that I've had in years. It stabilizes my ankle so I don't roll over on the side of my foot, which caused my foot to break in the first place. So it's like, oh, my mom was furious. She was like, well, I said this months ago, why you couldn't have one of those. Anyway, that was a long answer to your question, sweetie. Hey, Kim Petite. She says, I'm new in here, found your channel because of that arrogant couple on Dr. Phil. What a damn shit show. Oh, yeah. Thanks for being here, sweetie. You're certainly welcome. Mama Bear says, call them out on also mocking God. Then Lisa has it in for me. She asks why I turned on Trisha. Oh, my God. Well, Mama Bear, you don't have to defend yourself. Don't even watch them. I told them I'm not in with anyone, but I listened, but I do stand up when something is said wrong. Mama Bear, I heard recently you say something very encouraging to Trisha, even though she's been horrible to you. Amanda Love, I'm sorry, but what can we expect? That's right, Nanette Sugar. What a great name. We got people like Amanda Love and Nanette Sugar. Of course you've got enough love in here, Mama Bear. Oh, I know, Kim. Honey, it is a rabbit hole. I Up until 6 months ago or 9 months ago, I thought YouTube was, I went on YouTube maybe once a month to listen to music or watch a video. Oh, you are, Janice? Oh my gosh, I am so excited. So, if you need any reminders or anything of how to do anything, oh, I'm so excited, Janice. She's doing nice shrimp and grits. Tell me how it turns out, okay? The Jigger's head is as big as Hindenburg. Why is everyone stalking her? Even Dr. Phil? Oh God, is that what she just said? It's all this false sense of security and importance. She doesn't believe it. Oh, hey Heidi. Hey Boo, only had time for a quick hey and love. Sorry, can't stay getting ready for Spinal Tap. God almighty, you have to get another one. Heidi, I'm so sorry, honey. Thinking of you. Y'all say a prayer for Heidi. I look Slavic. Oh, well, that's cool. I am Polish. I'm more than 50% Polish, so. I like to look foreign, though. I don't know if that was a compliment or not, but I'll take it. Yeah, Christy never turned her back on her. She blocked her. Yep. And all she was doing was defending herself. Never said anything bad about Trisha. But that's who she is. Lisa told me yesterday to stop getting into people's business. LOL, I wrote something on Sean's site, and of course he was trashing and bragging about how many people TT got. I remind him Dr. Phil got her those views. Oh, good for you, honey. Good for you. And talking about being in other people's business, I think that's what some people built their channel on, if you know what I mean. Oh, hey, Jamie. How are you feeling, Angel? That was her main reason, was she went on there to get her number. Who are we talking about? Christy says, exactly, I'm done with it. I will never be friends with someone that disposes of me so easily. I'm actually going to stand up for once for myself. Christy, I'm so glad to hear that. And maybe that was your lesson in all this. Maybe, you had to learn it this hard, awful way. But Christy, I hope you do, and I'm going to hold you accountable for that. I hope that's okay. Amanda Love said it perfectly. Good Christy, she does not deserve you. There's some evilness there, and she's putting it out, and she's getting it immediately back with all those. I mean, just read some of the comments under her streams. Total pure hate. Total hate. Talk about instant karma. Feeling great, but a bit sad. Dana just went home. Oh, I know. Jamie, you'll have to go back and watch what one of my good friends made for me. I just showed. Had to restart your phone? Well, there's another light, huh? Just kidding, artist. I'm totally kidding. Christy is so forgiving, yeah. Talking about likes and stuff, I happened to look at I didn't know what that website was that you can go on and check your statistics. I saw Savage put it up on Twitter, and I've seen other people reference it, and I never knew how people knew how much money they made or anything, because I was always like, I don't know anything about YouTube. I'm lost with all of that. But I went on it today, and I was looking at my subscriber count, and I'm almost to 1,000. I mean, I got like 200 and some more, but that's so exciting. I wanted to do like a giveaway for 1,000, but I don't know what I have to give away. I'm gonna have to get something special, but I don't know if y'all would be interested in that. I guess Christy says, thanks, Tamara. I learned my lesson. It just takes me a while, but I eventually get it. Honey, I'm the same way. I'm a slow learner when it comes to some things. Now, when it comes to friendships and standing up for myself, that I've gotten pretty quick about. It took me a while, but I've gotten pretty quick. Mordecai Kanoy, he lost his son. but we're not, he doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want attention brought to it on YouTube, so we're not bringing it up any further than that. We are going to end with a moment of silence for his son and for him and for all the other people who are grieving and have loved ones that are in harm's way or who are going through illness or surgery, all kinds of things coming up tomorrow in the next couple of days. So we're going to have a moment of silence. Mama Bear, of course, Pam was telling me, Bess, about how you can serve God and told me that I should give to Indonesia. What? Anybody who tells you how you should give and where you should put your money, cut them off immediately. Oh, okay. Jen said he's going to stream later to speak for himself. Perfect. I know, Tamara. I had no idea. I mean, I don't really watch him or follow him every now and then, but I had no idea. And of course, somebody tried to get some views out of it, which is disgusting. I know, Tammy, the church shooting, it just seems like there's so much evil around us. I know, Blue. Well, you guys, I think I better get off. I'm just putting off doing my paperwork. And I've got some kind of cool news if it works out. I'll tell you about it later, one of the things I'm going to be working on tonight. But feel free to text me or email me later so you can distract me and I can take a break from what I'm doing. But I'll be in and out of YouTube. Does anybody know what time he's doing the stream? What time Ron is doing the stream? Good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. Oh, let's do a full minute of silence where take a minute to center yourself and quiet yourself with whatever's going around you and just offer up whatever kind of prayer, if you believe in God. If you don't, then just send good wishes to both he and his family, okay, for peace and for healing.